Hey everyone, I'm Elfowls, and welcome to the finals of PPL NX Stage 2. We've had a great run at Silver playoffs so far, and this time I am up against Nova, coach of the Bermuda Kecleons. And we're just going to get right into their team. The toughest mod to build for has definitely been that Darkrai at the top, which is so strong and has powerful coverage for my entire team. Stab Dark Pulse, Ice Beam for Great Tusk and Mandibuzz, Focus Blast for Goodra, and Sludge Bomb for Comfey. And that's on top of tools like Nasty Plot and Hypnosis that make this such a huge threat in the builder. Until I find out a bit about the set, I might have a rough time swapping into this. Other big threats include the Landorus-T, a natural check to Great Tusk, Ogerpon-Cornerstone, which threatens fast and strong attacks, Latias, which can run scary setup sets, and the Snowcore. Alolan Ninetales can set Aurora Veil and disrupt with its solid utility move pool, and Titan can use that snow to either break or sweep with its increased defense and Slush Rush. That's not to mention Terra Captains like Galar, Slowbro, Magnezone, and Sableye, which were less prevalent in the team builder, but they did still require some thought as to how I would handle them if they do show up. Slowbro especially can be a menace, either with bulky regen sets or the infamous quick draw sweeping sets, so I will have to be careful about that. As far as the matchup goes, I think it's solid for me. Darkrai is tough, of course, but I generally have checks to everything, and my offense also looks pretty hard to stop. Comfey in particular is actually worth mentioning. It looks really good, but I'm actually not even bringing it. Its relatively low special attack lets it down in the builder, since I am expecting bulkier builds or Roselli berries from all the Fairy Week stuff, and that means Comfey just kind of has a rough time. But I'm hoping my opponent is forced to dedicate those EVs and item slots to that instead of what I'm actually going to be bringing. Speaking of which, let's get into what I'm bringing. We're going to start with Manaphy, with a Tail Glow and an Endure Custat Berry set. The idea is pretty similar to a regular Tail Glow Manaphy. Leverage our decent bulk and offensive presence to set up a Tail Glow before going off with our unresisted 2-move coverage. The Endure Custat Keck was mostly crafted to prevent Ogerpon Cornerstone from forcing me out. I could see an Ogerpon switch-in being the primary response to Manaphy as it sets up, and it would immediately go for a grass move to take me out, but if I go for the Endure on that turn, it's then forced to either take a +3 hit or switch out to something else that's going to take a +3 hit. That's probably the worst case scenario too. The set works even better if I get a Tail Glow boost into a knockout, under normal circumstances, and then after that get chipped down into range of a Revenge Killer so I can endure that. Essentially, if I get a Tail Glow boost, the Custat Berry has a good shot of netting Manaphy one more KO than it would get otherwise. The set is max special attack with enough speed and a timid nature to outrun Landorus-T. Next, I have Deoxys, which is my planned lead for the matchup. How original. This is mostly meant to get rocks up early while counter-leading a few possible leads for my opponent. I would expect to lead into Ninetales more often than not, so it can set up Veil, so that's why I have Sunny Day, which puts that to a stop. It also helps that I have a couple of decent Sun abusers with Great Tusk and Ogerpon, so I could see this move coming in clutch. Thunder Wave then is for the Darkrai to try and cripple it, and the Culver Berry helps me do that more safely. Then the one offensive move I have is Psychic, which isn't the best for coverage, but it's decently strong and ensures that Deoxys is a good revenge killer for Quaquaval. Since I don't need too much bulk on this set, we are just running max special attack and enough speed with a timid nature to outrun Scarf Landorus and +1 Quaquaval. Next up is Ogerpon-Hearthflame, which is running a pretty basic setup set this week. It is both Swords Dance and Trailblaze, since I really only need the 2-move coverage. Ivy Cudgel is amazing coverage on its own, amazing power, and Play Rough covers both Quaquaval and Latias in one slot. The only things I don't really hit all that hard are the rock types, Stunjourner and Nosepass, and forgive me, but I'm not taking those two very seriously. If I manage to get both boosts up, Ogerpon is very hard for my opponent to answer, and it could potentially just sweep depending on what's left. Went with max speed Jolly on this to tie with Latias and the other Ogerpon, and of course max attack for as much damage as we can get. Next up is Mandibuzz, which is my primary Landorus check for this match, but it also has the bulk to blanket check a lot of different attackers in this matchup, and notably that dark typing to shut down Sableye if it does happen to show up. We have a Charty Berry, which is mostly meant to switch into Landorus without being too afraid of Stone Edge, but it also works to check Ogerpon in a pinch alongside Terra Grass, which allows me to drop the rock weakness while still resisting Lando's Earthquake. Foul Play is by far the most damage I can do into Landorus, while Knockoff is a great move to click to catch switch-ins to Manabuzz. U-Turn pivots me out into more threatening attackers, and of course Roost for healing. I have Nuspedef on this set to avoid the 2-hit KO from Timid Darkrai Ice Beam, while still being pretty physically bulky. Next up is Great Tusk. This is a pretty standard offensive set for the most part. It's Rapid Spin plus 3 attacks to remove hazards and just hit things really hard. We have Headlong Rush as the stab, getting great coverage overall. Ice Spinner covers Landorus and Ninetales, and Knockoff is a nice catch-all to remove items from switch-ins. I don't know why I said Ninetales, I meant Latias. The main point of the set though is just to get raw damage, but with a Rapid Spin boost it can theoretically sweep. That's helped out by the Clear Amulet, which prevents Landorus from being able to intimidate us. We are Max Attack Jolly with enough speed to outrun the Quackle. And finally, in the last slot, we have Assault Vest Goodra, which is my main check for special attackers, particularly Darkrai and Alolan Ninetales. With max HP and the Assault Vest, Goodra eats up so many special hits, we can even stomach Darkrai's Focus Blast, which fails a 2-hit KO unless its Life Orb respects. Dual stabs in Flash Cannon and Draco achieve good power and coverage in this matchup, especially with max special attack and a quiet nature, and Flamethrower is needed to hit Magnezone and any random Terra Steals. In the last slot, Feint is weak priority that can pick off very weakened attackers. I'm mainly thinking of a setup Ogerpon that's been brought down to sturdy, so we can stop something like that from sweeping. That is going to do it for the team though. We've made it to finals, so let's try to take it all the way home. Win or lose, this is the last match I'll be playing with this team, so let's get into it. Alright, there's Nova. We already exchanged Terra types, so let's see what they have. We're working with Titan, Landorus-T, Ogerpon, Cornerstone, Ninetales-Alola, Darkrai, and that Slowbro-G, which is Terra Fairy. Interesting. Alright. Goodra looks pretty good in this matchup. And let's see, what do they not bring? No Quackle, no Latias. Fair enough on the no Quackle, I guess. I have solid matchups into that across the board. Latias I'm a little surprised about, though. That's a decent Tusk matchup for them. We got plans to go Deoxys for the lead. Kind of lead Ninetales, potentially. So yeah, that's the plan. And yeah, good luck, have fun to Nova. We are playing this battle a lot later than I wanted to, so I'm really tired right now. And I'm also like already locked for stage 3 with a pretty solid position regardless of how this game goes. So, I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to try here. I'm going to try my best, but yeah, not quite in the headspace. But yeah, I'm going to try my best. I prepped well, I think. So yeah, let's do it. Alright. We see the Darkrai lead. Oof. Alright. Well, I did want to paralyze this, so that's why I have the Pulver. I think that's what I'm just going to do, is go for a T-Wave. Alright, it's not Scarf. Goes for the Dark Pulse. Let's see how much damage we take from this. 279 minus 152. 127 points of damage. I don't even think that's max investment. That's uninvested Darkrai. Ooh. Alright, well I think I just go Goodra on this. This to me implies some kind of maybe bulky setup set? And we do get a full Terra on this. That's a nice start, kinda. Alright, so Flash Cannon looking fairly free. Draco, I mean Ninetales is a resist, but I don't think I care too much about Ninetales coming in on me. Flash Cannon is nice. think Landorus is the biggest problem. Letting that in for, not free, but it's not going to take that much from it. But still getting chip on that is nice. So I'm just going to go for it. That's also a good reason to maybe Draco, but whatever. Flash Cannon just looks like the freest click here. My opponent really didn't bring Goodra switch-ins. That is the Landorus. Flash Cannon. Yeah, that looks like about... Oh, it did about half, so it's not quite max HP. Actually, yeah, that could just be offensive Lando. Okay. We are just going to go with Mandibuzz. Ooh, they double. Okay. Fair. What two? It's going to be the Ninetales. Okay. Yeah, fair. Okay. So, I think a Veil's coming here. I unfortunately can't do too much about that. But because I think Veil is coming... U-turn's risky, because I could be eating a Moonblast or something. Could go Deoxys. I mean, the plan was to have Deoxys in front of this in Sunny Day, but Veil's going to go up, obviously. That's fine. If it goes for Moonblast and it's like a defensive set, it's not killing me. Yep, goes for Veil. Fair enough. What would their switch-in even be to this? So I'm thinking I would like Rocks Up, actually. Moonblast. I do always live a max Timid Moonblast from this thing. They switch out. Count. They go Lando. Interesting. They're really playing fast and loose with this Landorus. I'm kind of going to guess that it is more of like a Scarf set. And based on the damage that we saw from my Goodra with Flash Cannon, yeah, Deoxys, we could kill with a Psychic here. It looks like a roll in my opponent's favor, actually. But Lando would definitely go into rocks afterwards. Deoxys' use is questionable from this point, so I think I'm just going to go for the Psychic. Oh, wait. Veil, obviously. That was a mistake on my part. Because this is going to do not that much. Yeah. Goes for Stone Edge. Doesn't KO. Okay. Did, like, about half to me with Stone Edge? Let's see. Yeah, that's looking like a max attack Lando. If it is going for Stone Edge, it's not quite safe to say that it's Scarf yet. I would imagine it is. I might Sunny Day. Like, I don't feel safe switching into this still, is the problem. But let's just do it. I'm gonna bet that this is Scarfed. Go Tusk. Who knows if this is a good idea? We'll see. They do switch out. Okay, interesting. Probably trying to preserve Landorus exactly for Tusk. We see the Darkrai come in. Okay. We saw it was, like, no special attack. So it might actually live this hit. It would if it's like max HP. So I'm thinking Goodra. And of course, yeah, behind Veil, they're definitely living anything. So I might as well stall this out a little bit. If they stay in here, as I switch to Goodra, we have another fairly free hit, because Landorus can't even switch in anymore. Goes for Ice Beam, 64 to 3.1. $43. Has Dark Pulse and Ice Beam. Yeah, once again, this will help us with our calcs here. Yeah, this is definitely an uninvested Darkrai. I think I can go for the Draco. Let's see. Like I said before, that offers a Ninetales switch in, but they still have a few turns before they can even set up a Veil. So, that is what I'm going to go for here. Let's see what we get. It is the Ogerpon. Really? Okay, I mean, considering I went Flash Cannon last time, that does feel like a sack. Although that didn't do very much, huh? That Draco Meteor should have done a lot more. I'm so dumb. I keep forgetting about the Veil. Put the Veil up. Draco, that is in line. Okay. Guys, I always forget about screens. But yeah, I think I am going to go ahead and go with Mandibuzz. Feels pretty good. Because if it goes right for the rock move, I have Charty. And if it doesn't, I have Charty the next turn after. If it does go for it right here, I'll have to Terra the turn after. And if it goes for a Swords Dance, I of course have... Oh, you have Spikes, okay. Alright then. I wonder how much a Foul Play's doing this thing. Probably not too much. Let's see. Their Veil lasts one more turn. So Deoxys Sack could be kind of nice. This Mandibuzz. Well, I'll play this thing behind the Veil. Not doing a ton. But I will still go for it. It's a two-shot. They do switch out. Interesting. And it's to the Ninetales. This does make enough sense. Okay, should have U-turned in that case. But that is alright. This is an opportunity to go Ogerpon and click Sword Stance. Or just straight up go for a Cudgel, because their switch-ins aren't amazing for that. I will just go for... I'm tempted to go for Knock, because that'll reduce screen time on the next time it tries to do this, but I think I just want momentum now. Let's go with the U-turn. Yep. It fails, that makes a lot of sense. I could go back to Goodra. Ogerpon is decent here. You know, I do kind of like Ogerpon. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, even behind Veil, Ninetales is obviously not taking this well. It does take it, but it's probably, maybe, in Rock's range. I think it would go down to Rock's range if it were to stay in and tank a Cudgel. Other than that, what switches in? They don't have a fire resist. I'm just going to go for the Cudgel. Yeah, Swords Dance is nice. But I kind of think this works. Oh, they just go right for the Titan. Interesting. Oh, that doesn't take much at all. Okay. What does that mean for me? Interesting, alright. What the heck? That did like 15% for this thing? I mean, I know it behind Veil, but... what do we got here? With Snow up, Veil, Ivy Cudgel, so it's definitely gotta be thick fat. And like, what, max his death? Veil's up. I'm confused by that calc. But let's just hit it again. Yeah, it's not Soul Rush. It goes for Curse. Interesting. Alright. Okay. I didn't see lefties or anything. I mean, I can Sword Stance on this. Let's see. Goes +1/+1. Ice Cold Crash would do a lot to me, but it's not KOing yet. I think I just have to go for my SD here. It can go to +2 with Curse. That's for Ice Spinner. This does 64 to 47. Interesting. 217? Snow's not up anymore. 217 with an Ice Spinner. Yeah, I guess that makes sense for no attack. Sure. I could obviously Ice Shard, but I mean, Curse, Ice Spinner, Ice Shard, what else would you have? Guess that is revealing more about the moveset. I actually have Goodra. That is at -1. But I will just go for the Cudgel here. A little unfortunate for Ogerpon, but that's going to have to be okay. Oh, we do actually take it down. Alright, perfect. So no Ice Heart on it. Right, but very interesting to bring, like, you know, your snow mode and not be running Slush Rush to Titan instead of very, very bulky set. I like the set, it's cool. Did catch me off guard, but yeah, it worked out for me. Alola is the opposing Ogerpon. Okay. That's interesting. Let's see. They have 3 turns of Veil still. All they've shown so far, I believe, is Spikes. Let's see how much my Cudgel is doing. A lot. I mean, yeah, I would kill. So I think I just tempt Fate with the Speed Tie. At this point, I don't know how much Ogerpon's doing for me. Ah, we do lose the Speed Tie. Okay. Alright. But this should be okay. To be completely safe, I'm going to bring in Mandibuzz, which is always able to tank a hit and go for a foul play. Actually, I could U-turn at this point. Well... Mandibuzz... how many turns? There's actually 2 turns of Veil left, so I should be okay going for foul play, because a Ninetales switch in doesn't allow it to immediately go for that Veil. So let's do it. Alright. Cool, this foul play, probably not killing. It's alright. Now I think I Terra and U-turn out. Or do I? My methods of beating that Ninetales are actually kind of slim. I need to keep Goodra around. For sure. I would Roost here, but I actually want to prevent Ninetales from coming back in. So I'm going to U-turn out. This will leave Mandibuzz very low, but I don't really see what Mandibuzz is doing past this point. So it's not the end of the world. Yep, they go for their Cudgel. Yep. And we do take out the Ogerpon. Okay. So, nice things right now. Their Landorus is very low. Their Darkrai's paralyzed. Their Ninetale is getting chipped down by rocks every time. These are all good. I think I will actually go with Manaphy here. not immediately threatened out by Ninetales. I guess Freeze Dry's a thing. So let's see. Manaphy. Alright, takes Ninetales. I want a Tail Glow, but I am worried about Encore on this thing, which I am definitely expecting it to run. Surf does maybe 20%, so let me see. Does not get it into Rock's range yet, but it'll get it close, and I bet they might want to switch it out later, actually. We'll see. Yeah, not quite in Rock range, but it's very close. So, let's see. I don't know if they could switch here. I don't think they can switch out on a Surf, unless they're going to Slowbro. Good Tail Glow, Bill, but I mean, nothing's changed about that Encore, which is scary. Actually, wouldn't mind. I think I'll go for another Surf. It's gonna Baton Pass. Okay, so Veil Baton Pass. Okay, so I could have Tail Glowed on this, but obviously, you know, it's staying in with Freeze Dry, then going for Encore. It would've sucked. Okay, they go with Slowbro. It takes Rocks. This is looking more like a sweeper set to me. So it's at 60, say 64%, plus the 12.5 from Rocks. So we did about 23%. With the Surf behind Veil, that is in line with a max HP. So I'm going to Tail Glow. It does like belly drums, oh my god. Okay, I didn't know you had that in you. So, I mean, if I get this Surf off, then I beat this thing, but obviously, if it gets its Quick Draw, I mean, it might just be over. Well, I mean, it would have to get its Quick Draw multiple times for it to be over. Let me think here. I don't actually know how Custap works against, like, Quick Draw. Let's see if I can look this up. Quick Draw can move first in its priority bracket. Custap moves first in priority bracket, so I think we would still have prioritized, so I could endure reasonably well. Or I could just... It could Drain Punch is the problem. I'm just gonna go for it, the Surf. Cool, no Quick Draw. Alright, and we still have this Manaphy with a Custap available, so that's pretty cool. I actually don't know what my opponent does about this. They have Ninetales. I mean, this can definitely click Freeze Dry, but even at max special attack, that's not doing enough. So we will simply Surf. Yeah, alright, cool. And then their play is the Scarf Lando, which I am just going to click Endure in front of that. Okay. Now I click Surf. So their counterplay to this is just to sack their Darkrai. And then Lando will claim this KO, but it's not going to get everything afterwards. But they will just let the Lando go down. So I think Manaphy just cleans this up. Very nice. And yeah, this not Scarf Darkrai. I suppose it could click Sucker Punch, but they have Turn of Veil left. That would be fine. I could just come in with Tusk or Goodra very easily afterwards. So, oh yeah, I'll just click the Learn Voice. Oh, that's not even kill. All right, well. That's fine. We'll go Tusk. Finish her off. With a Long Rush. Nice. Alright. And that wins us PPL NX Stage 2 Silver Finals. Long list of qualifiers on that title. But yeah, we did it. That's cool. I'm very happy with how this team performed throughout this season and finals and everything. Yeah. So it's been cool. As far as that game, I mean, it's annoying that I let the Ninetales set up Veil so many times. That was unfortunate. But we played around it okay, I think. We were chipping the team down the whole time. And I guess the big turning point could have been the Slowbro's Quick Draw. But I believe with Quick Draw and Quick Claw, it would have about a 40% chance to activate. So I just kind of decided to roll the dice there. And it worked out for me. So, yeah. I guess you could call that a little bit lucky. But yeah, that's going to do it for PPL NX Stage 2, guys. So that definitely solidifies us for a nice spot for Stage 3. Stage 3 is the top 16 coaches. So it's going to be a pretty high level of competition. We're going to go as far as we can. Don't quote me on this, but I believe it is just a straight, we're going to draft, and we're going to do just a bracket afterwards. No regular season or anything, just the top 16, do a playoffs to find a single winner. So yeah, very exciting stuff. With all that said, if you've made it this far in the video, this far into my season, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.